Hi foodies, let's make some chicken and veal sandwiches. First thing you want to do is get your veal cutlets, and these are pretty thin, so you don't need to flatten them anymore, but I do like to tenderize them with the meat mallet. You could do this twice or you could do it 4 times. Just pound that and then flip it over, pound it again, because sometimes you have a veal sandwich at a takeout spot and it is just so dry, so hard. So if you do this step just to make sure it's tender, you'll enjoy your sandwich more. So right after I tenderize this, I am going to be flattening some chicken breast. All right. So for the chicken breast, get some butterflied chicken or chicken cutlets. If you don't have that, you can slice the breast yourself. So it is thinner than the whole breast, right? But we do need to flatten it some more. So I like to put it in here because, it's easier to clean up. So go ahead and use the same meat mallet and pound it from the center towards the edges until it is flat. And here we go. The chicken is ready. So all we need to do now is season. We have 2 pieces of chicken breast and I have 3 veal cutlets. I am going to be using very simple ingredients: salt and pepper, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder. That's it. All right. Because I'm trying to recreate a sandwich that 2 sandwiches that I enjoy from a restaurant that used to be in my old neighborhood here in Canada. But right now it is maybe 2 hours from my home, so I'm not able to go there as often. So I like to recreate, my favorite dishes from my favorite takeout spots, as you guys know if you've been following me for a while. So just go ahead and season the chicken, season the veal, rub that in, flip it over, and season the other side as well. If you don't want to use these seasonings, then you could do some salted Italian seasoning, but try to, keep it very simple. All right, so once everything is seasoned, it's time to do the breading. So the flour, you could just put some, a little onion powder, garlic powder in there if you want to. And then we have beaten eggs here. And for the breadcrumbs, you could do Italian breadcrumbs, or you could do plain breadcrumbs and just add some Italian seasoning to it. So all you need to do is dip the chicken breast and the veal in flour. Then once you coat it thoroughly, you're going to dust off the excess flour and dip it in the eggs. Once you coat it with the eggs, make sure you drain off the excess and then dip it in the breadcrumbs. Ensure that you press the breadcrumbs into each piece of chicken or veal. After I coat them, I like to put them on a plate and sit them in the fridge for at least 30 minutes just to allow the coating to adhere to the meat even more. So all pieces are done. Put them on a plate, put them in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. Now I'm going to be cooking up some strained Italian tomatoes. I found this in a local store and it just looked so vibrant and delicious. So I am going to be adding though some oil in this pan. Then I'm going to be cooking some minced onion and garlic just to add a little flavor to the strained tomatoes. If you're using your favorite tomato sauce, then you probably don't need these ingredients because your favorite tomato sauce might have, the garlic and the onion already. Okay. But because I'm just using strained tomatoes, I want to add a little something, something to it. All right. So cook the onion and the garlic in the oil until they are slightly golden brown. Then I add the strained tomatoes. To this, I will add some oregano, basil, salt, pepper, a little onion powder, garlic powder as well. And you just want to simmer this to cook the tomatoes because this is going to be going on the sandwich later on. Make sure you simmer this for at least 2 minutes and you're going to give it a taste. Let me know in the comments, are you one of those people that like to add sugar to tomato sauces to balance out that, acidity? Let me know. I'm curious to hear what you guys think. Some people do add sugar and for some people it's a 100% no. So let me know what you guys do when you're, cooking up your tomato sauces. So this has been simmering for about 4 minutes and then I'm adding some Parmesan cheese. You don't have to, but I do like to add it. And I do get peppers on that sandwich whenever I go to that restaurant and I order. I always get some peppers and onions. You can cut them smaller if you want to. Just cook them until they are as tender as you would like it. So just a little oil in the pan over medium heat, your bell peppers, onions, and you could add a little bit of salt and pepper if you want to. Cook them until they are as tender as you like. When I get it from that restaurant, it's very soft. But cook it to your liking, guys. All right. And then, of course, we're going to fry up the veal and the chicken. So I have my non-stick pan with some oil over medium to high heat. I'm going to fry the veal for about 3 minutes on each side. It actually does not take that long. Okay. Once that has a beautiful brown color, you can take it out of the pan and set it aside. All right, so once both the chicken and the veal pieces are fried, it's time to assemble. I got some Kaiser buns or Kaiser rolls from a local bakery. These are so tender, so soft and fluffy. If you want to toast them, you can, but you don't have to. Just go ahead and assemble your sandwich by pouring on the tomato sauce, adding the veal or the chicken, then adding a little more tomato sauce. It's a very messy sandwich, so don't try to be neat, okay? I have some freshly sliced provolone cheese right here. And then you're going to go ahead and put your sauce again. Then you can add as much onion and peppers as you like if you want it on there. You could even add hot peppers or mushrooms to this. Then put a little more sauce and the sandwich is done. Okay, this is a messy sandwich. As I said, don't try to be neat. Whenever I buy it, it's just messy and scrumptious. Okay, and just open this up here and look at that. That is so gorgeous. So that's the veal, and then I did a chicken sandwich. So same thing, this beautiful soft bread. If you want to toast it and then just assemble. Because the chicken breast was so big, I did cut it in half. So right here I have 2 pieces. All right, and then you just go ahead and do the same thing with your sauce and the cheese and the vegetables. If you love Italian food, let me know if you've ever had a sandwich like this, whether you've had the veal sandwich or the chicken. Let me know if it's something you've tried before. I enjoy it so much. It is really filling, really comforting. And then go ahead and cut it in half. I find that it's easier to eat when you cut it in half, but look at this, guys. Amazing. So if you have somebody in your life that loves Italian food, maybe you can make the sandwich for them. Let me know which one you guys will try. Will you do the chicken, the veal, or both? Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.